Neuroscience-informed strategies can significantly enhance individuals' motivation, and it also supports goal achievement by targeting key neural processes that are involved in motivation and goal-directed behavior. By understanding the neurobiological basis of motivation, this is how you can implement evidence-based techniques to optimize people's motivation levels and to increase their chances of successfully achieving their goals. So here are some neuroscience-informed strategies, and also how do we actually implement them and how do we put them into action? So first of all, let's talk about dopamine-driven rewards. So dopamine is a neurotransmitter that plays a crucial role in motivation and reward processing. Now, you can utilize neuroscience research to design strategies that leverage the brain's dopamine system to enhance individual motivation. Now, this can be done by chunking, breaking those larger goals into smaller achievable milestones, and also by providing regular and meaningful rewards or incentives upon achieving these milestones. So every time we achieve a goal or we do something, we get that little dopamine hit and we want more. So the anticipation and the receipt of these rewards, that's what triggers the release of dopamine, and that's what reinforces the desired behavior, and it promotes continued motivation and goal pursuit. Now let's talk about goal framing and salience. So the way goals are framed and presented to somebody can significantly impact just how motivated they are. So you can use neuroscience to frame goals in a way that enhances their salience and relevance to people's intrinsic motivations and extrinsic motivations. So by emphasizing the personal significance and alignments with their values or the rewards that they're seeking, this is how we can activate their brain's motivational circuits, like their ventral striatum. Now, this activation increases the perceived value and desirability of the goal. And what does this do? This makes us more intrinsically motivated, and this really this really supercharges our goal-directed behavior as well. Now let's talk about autonomy and competence. So autonomy and competence are really, really important in fostering motivation. They need to be able to do things on their own, and they need to be able to actually do them. So we can support this by providing opportunity for autonomy in goal setting and in decision making. And we really want to allow people to take ownership of their goals and strategies. And what does this mean? This means actually we want to guide them to the point that we want them to end at, but we want them to have control over it. We want to be activating the regions of their brain that have to do with self-perception, and that's going to help them to get motivated. Now, we also want them to feel competent. We want them to feel like they can actually do this as well, and we can develop that sense of competency by breaking down complex goals into manageable tasks, and then we provide guidance and feedbacks, and we gradually increase that challenge level as well. And that's going to reinforce motivation and make everything a lot better. What about when it comes to social support and accountability? Well, this is, again, really important, and this is where you can seek them out to find support from peers or mentors or support groups. And when we engage in goal pursuit within a supportive social context, that's when it activates brain regions that are associated with reward and motivation. And that fosters this sense of sustained motivation and commitment. So you can also establish mechanisms for accountability, like regular check-ins and progress reviews. And again, that will tap into the brain's social reward system, and that will promote goal-directed behavior as well. And also, the second last thing I want to talk about is implementation intentions. So implementation intentions involve creating specific plans that link situational cues with goal-directed actions. So coaches, trainers, educators, instructors, we can help people who are learning from us to develop implementation intentions by encouraging them to identify potential obstacles, by encouraging them to identify and anticipate challenges, and to create strategies to overcome them. So implementation intentions activate prefrontal cortex regions that are responsible for goal-directed behavior. And they also reduce the cognitive load that's associated with decision making, because every time we make a decision, it puts a little bit of a strain on our brain and we need a little bit of a rest. So whether we're doing a lot in a very short space of time or just go, 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 we're going to get a little bit fatigued. So by providing a clear roadmap for action, this is where implementation intentions enhance motivation and also facilitate goal attainment. And the last thing is visualization and mental rehearsal. This is such a simple thing, but people don't often use it. Mental imagery and visualization techniques are great for motivation and goal achievement. You can guide your people through these different exercises, and really it's all about vividly imagining themselves successfully achieving those goals. What does that actually look like? And engaging in mental rehearsals, it activates brain regions that are associated with motor planning and simulation, and it strengthens neural connections that are related to our goal-directed behavior and also our competencies. So if we are regularly practicing visualization, that's going to keep us motivated. It's going to boost our confidence that I got this, I'm able to do it. And it's actually priming your brain to be ready to go out and pursue goals. So it's important to be able to take these and adapt these neuroscience strategies to the unique needs and preferences of the individual. We can integrate them. It's going to make us much more effective. It's going to make us much more persistent. It's going to make us much more motivated and feel supported. And that's how we can start to enhance motivation and we can support goal attainment using neuroscience-informed strategies. Bye now.